What's up? Good morning. I just took my mom to the airport because she lives in Arizona. Like part of the time she's like snowboarding. So I just took her back to Arizona, or to the airport to go to Arizona. And so I just listened to my, the Spotify year in review. I just listened to that. I looked through it yesterday, and then this morning I listened to my like top 100 playlist, and I was just like jamming on the way back from the airport. It was so fun. It was so good. I'm having such a good morning. And then, so Garrett worked from like 2 a.m. to it's now 8 a.m. Anyway, so then we're going to go out to breakfast. I'm going to do some editing right now, and then we're going to go out to breakfast. I'm so stoked about that. Let me show you my playlist. These are my top song of the year was Angels Like You by Miley Cyrus. Part of it was Garrett and I separated in May, and a lot of the songs that I played on repeat are from that separation, so a lot of my top songs. So like Angels Like You was at the start of the separation, and then when we got back together, I listened to That's When by Taylor Swift over and over again. So those were like in my top list, and then Without You by the Kid Leroy was during the separation also. We got a lot of punk on here, a lot of Lord made it a lot, Machine Gun Kelly's punk stuff made it a lot, a little Olivia Rodrigo, I'm surprised, a lot of Miley Cyrus, Halsey did pretty good, 1975, I'm kind of surprised they're still making it on here. Oh, The Lion's Den. That song is so good. You should listen to it. You should listen to Lions. I was just listening to it. It's one of those like motivational songs. Like, yes. I have a weekly playlist. Like for a while when I was weekly planning, I was picking a song for the week that would motivate me, and so a lot of those made it on here. They're kind of some random ones. This is my song of the week playlist. Yeah, so we have some jams on there. Okay, I'm gonna edit, and then Garrett and I are gonna go to breakfast. Okay, time to go to breakfast. Just got a video edited. It's gonna go up. Look at my outfit, okay? Do we think I'm an ESFP? Am I doing good? This is me following my advice to work on SE, and then I'm like, I'll just dress like a little bit more SE, and that counts, right? But we have this Nirvana. I get compliments every time I wear this, probably because I normally just wear all black. And then I'm wearing men's Carhartt pants. That was an ordeal. So I go in there to Carhartt, and he's like an ISTP probably working there, and is like an older guy. And he's like, so this is the men's section, right? And I'm like, yeah. It was this whole ordeal. He asked me like so many questions. He was really like, I'm gonna bring you some women's ones. I'm like, okay, great. Anyways, he brings me the women's ones. They have a women's version of these, but they're skinny jeans. Okay, I don't know if you can you see? I don't know. They're long. They're not skinny jeans. So he brings me these skinny jeans. They look the exact same. They have the belt loops, but they're skinny jeans, and they're stretchy, and they're like terrible quality, and they're not as thick as these, and they were $20 more expensive. I was like, what the frick is this? I was like, no, I'll just get these ones. They're like good quality, and they cost $20 less. And then got my Nike Blazers. I never wear these because they take so long to lace up, and I just can't be bothered when they take so long to lace up. But I'm gonna take a day off from editing the vision book today because I worked so much on it yesterday and the day before, all week, hours and hours and hours every day, all week. It's like my schedule all week has been go to a coffee shop for like 2 hours, edit a video, get it up, vlog a couple shots throughout the day, and then work on the vision book for 8 hours. I mean, I've been spending massive time on it. Yesterday, my big undertaking was editing the graphic design of it. It looks so much better, in my opinion now. It used to be kind of pink with like some constellations on the side. Now it's like a really nice minimal. It's got the good font that I like. Anyways, it feels much more me now, so I like it. I'm really excited about it. I've never seen anything like it. So I see this. I almost thought about calling it NITE, N-I-T-E, for N-I, introvert intuition, T-E, extrovert thinking, because it's a goals and visioning book. And so when I think of visioning, I think of N-I, and when I think of goals, I think of T-E. And so I almost called it NITE. Maybe if I started an LLC or something, I would call it NITE something. NITE Incorporated, NITE. I don't know. Not sure. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to breakfast. See you later. go to line dancing. Line dancing is something new that I picked up when I moved here. I love line dancing. Did any of you guys do Just Dance? Like when I was in high school, I was really into Just Dance. I loved Dance Dance Revolution because I feel like you're working your body, but you use your brain so much. Like you're thinking what moves are coming next. You're trying to stay on top of things. And it's a very NISE activity to me. You're like staying ahead of it, seeing what's coming next. I might show you. I don't know if I want to show you. I mean, like dancing all the way. But it's so fun. If you haven't tried, I would take a line dancing class. I'm doing it twice a week. It's super fun. I really recommend it. So that's what I'm going to go do now. I just did some Legos, made myself an energy tea. Now I'm going to go do some line dancing. I'm going to practice a little bit before I go. Some of them are really involved. Some of them are like 64 steps for one rotation, and then you start the dance over. The beginner ones are like 16, 32 counts, so yeah. So what I do is like I'll go to the class, and then the intermediate one is so hard. Like the dance we just did took me so long. So they did the dance at the class, and they do like a quick run through at the intermediate, but people pretty much know it, so they don't like teach it. And so then I come home and I just like YouTubed it. I think the dance is called Can't Walk Away, and then the song is called Craving You. So I just YouTubed it, Can't Walk Away line dance, and then I learned it. It took me so many tries, but it's so fun now. I love it. So yeah, the one I just did was that one. Yeah, I'll link. Yeah, if you're interested, I'll link the tutorial that I used below because it was so fun. It's so fun. It just uses your brain, and then you get like so many steps in, and you do so much good physical activity, and it just seems like you're like, I don't know, like learning. It just uses your brain. I'm like so immersed in my mind. I'm not even thinking about moving my body, and then I get done, I'm kind of like out of breath. I'm like, oh wow, because you really move a lot. So I'm gonna go to the class now, and then I'll come back. I'll see you later. I don't know what my plans are for the evening. One thing that I found so fascinating about line dancing is it is really apparent and really easy to tell who has a growth mindset and who has a fixed mindset. It's so fascinating because the way the class works is they'll do dances and you'll learn a new one, and then the rest are kind of repeats. So if you've been going for a while, then like 95% of the class is just a repeat. It's dance you already know, and then there might be one new one that she'll teach. So anyway, so you get all these experienced people. A newcomer comes in, and as soon as the newcomer comes in, you can kind of tell if they have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset because they look around and they see that everyone gets it and they don't. If they had a fixed mindset, they're like, oh, I just must not be smart or something. It's just I don't have the talent for it. These people just have this talent for it. And it's not that. These people practiced. All those people were just as lost as them the very first time. And there's some people that come in and they keep coming back and they keep coming back and they keep trying. And then it's also fascinating when you look at when people go from the beginner to the intermediate class, because maybe in the beginner class, they were awesome. They like knew all the moves. They get to the intermediate class and then you're kind of back at ground zero. You're like lost again, just like you were when you started. And so then they're kind of looking around and like, oh, I just don't have the skills. I guess I can't like do this class. And anyway, so it's just really fascinating to, it's just a really observable observation that I have of like, the quote, like, audacity beats talent, hard work beats talent, perseverance beats talent. I don't know. I just find it really fascinating. And, the people that I have kind of noticed in the class who are most successful are the ones who, like, don't take it so seriously and they laugh at themselves. And if they're lost, they're like, oh, I'm lost on this one. And it doesn't turn into, like, an identity statement, like, I'm lost, so I'm just bad at dancing. And I noticed myself when I first came having kind of those fixed mindset things. And I had to stop and was like, I enjoy this, and so I need to kind of persevere. And once I kind of made that choice that I was like, I'm going to persevere through this, it felt like really easy after that because it wasn't this whole like, oh, I'm bad or I'm good or anything. It could just be fun. And so one thing that I kept saying to myself over and over, these are normal people. These are normal people like me. These are people who were lost. There's nothing special about these people. There's not like these special people and dumb people or talented people and untalented people. We're all just normal people. So these people that I'm looking up to and like, wow, they're so smart. They're normal. They're like me. Like I have to, you have to remember, that's the thing. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. And that's basically the thing in everything in life. If someone is good at something and you think that they're especially talented, it was more likely perseverance than particular talent. So I think that's something to keep in mind. Whenever you try something new, don't think there are these special people who are good at it. These are just normal people who struggled for a long time. They're struggling just as long as you're struggling with it. Like, in just however long you're willing to struggle is how good that you can get. So yeah, I'm going to end it here. I'm just going to probably work on the vision book some more tonight. See you tomorrow.